Welcome all. In this session, we are going to be see some of the basic concept of organic chemistry. Myself, Dr. Dinesh Dole. In this video, we are going to be discuss about the overlap of the atomic orbital. Along with, we will see that how the sigma bond as well as the pi bonds are going to be formed. So, if we'll see how the hybridization is going to be takes place important role into the bond formation. So, before going for that bond formation, let's see what is the hybridization. So hybridization is the concept of mixing of the atomic orbital into two new hybrid orbital with the equal energy and shape. So that means, in a simple language, hybridization is the mixing and recasting of the atomic orbital to form the new hybridized orbital with the equal energy and shape. And that hybridized orbital will give the formation of the different bonding. Now, bond formation from the hybridization. So if you'll see a sigma bond which is going to be formed by the hybridization, which is exclusively going to be contain only a sigma bond. So single bond will contain only a sigma bond. But if a double bond which is going to be formed by the hybridization, so that double bond will contain one sigma bond and one pi bond. And if triple bond is going to be formed by the hybridization, the triple bond will contain one sigma bond and the two pi bonds are there. That means single bond will contain only sigma bond, whereas the double bond and triple bond will contain one sigma bond each and the pi bond as well. So sigma bond formation by the atomic orbital overlap. How that exactly the sigma bond is going to be formed? So if we'll see a sigma molecular orbital, which is nothing but which is the symmetrical about the molecular axis. So sigma molecular orbital will be symmetrical about the molecular axis. The two electrons in the sigma orbital will be called as the sigma bonds. And a sigma molecular orbital may be formed by the direct or head-on overlap of the orbital. A bond may be formed by the SS, PP, SP or the hybridized orbital overlap. That means a sigma bond formation can be in all the S and S orbital overlap, P and P orbital overlap and S and P orbital overlap along with some of the hybridized orbital overlap. So electron density can be lie between the nuclei in case of the sigma bond. The bonding molecular orbital is lower in energy than the original atomic orbital. So that's why sigma bond will be a strong bond. Sigma bond formation by atomic orbital overlap. So as in the previous slides we have discussed, sigma bond can involve the S orbital. So two S orbital will be combined, will give the formation of the sigma bond. So this is how one S orbital of one atom and another one S orbital of the another atom will be combined, will give the formation of the sigma molecular orbital bonding. So that is the sigma bond formation. So one of the best example is nothing but it is the formation of H2. So one S orbital of hydrogen and another one S orbital of the another hydrogen will be combined, will give the formation of the sigma bond. And if we are going to be see a second example in which a sigma bond can be formed by the P and P orbital overlap. That means Px orbital of one atom and the Px orbital of the another atom will be combined and can give the formation of the sigma bonding molecular orbital. So this is the sigma bonding molecular orbital and we can easily see that a 2p atomic orbital overlap can give the formation of the sigma bond. But which 2p orbital? Preferably the Px orbital. Now if one of the S orbital and one Px orbital will be combined, it can also give the formation of the sigma bond. So that means one S and one P orbital overlap can also give the formation of the sigma bond. Now two 1s atomic orbital. So this is one of the example we have previously seen for in case of the hydrogen SS sigma molecular orbital. Second one example will be the Px and Px sigma bonding molecular orbital will be there. And if you are going to be see that pi bond. So what is the pi bond is going to be formed? How the pi bond will be formed? And what are the different characteristics during the pi bond formation, or what are the criteria? A pi molecular orbital may be formed by the sidewise overlap of the atomic orbital. Which atomic orbital will be in all? So sidewise atomic orbital of only p orbitals are going to be involved. That means we can say that pi bond formation does not involve involvement of the s orbital. Pi bond formation involve only to the p orbital only. In a pi molecular orbital, the electron density is concentrated above and below the line joining the two nuclei of the bonding atoms. So that means for previous example we have seen for sigma bonding or the sigma electrons, electron density will be near to the nucleus, whereas in case of the pi molecular orbital, electron density will be above the plane as well as the below the plane which gives the joining of the two bonding nuclei. The electrons in it are called as the pi electrons, and the bond is referred as the pi bond. A double bond is one sigma bond and one pi bond, whereas the triple bond will contain one sigma bond and two pi bonds. Now 2pz orbital. So as we have discussed, p orbital are going to be involved into the pi bond formation, but px orbital does not form the pi bond. So 2pz orbital will be combined and will give the formation of the pi orbital. So this is one of the pz orbital of one atom, and this is another pz orbital of the another atom will be combined and will give the formation of the pz and pz pi molecular orbital. And here we can see that this is the axis along which there is above there is the electron density and below also there is the electron density. So this is the pi molecular orbital for the pz orbital. And if you are going to be see that for the py orbital, this is also py orbital of one atom, and the second one is the py orbital of the another atom. They will be combined and will give the formation of the py pi molecular orbital. That means only p orbitals are going to be involved into the formation of the pi bond. Now if we will see that what is the major difference between the sigma bond and pi bond. So if you will see, sigma bond and pi bonds are differentiated by the 5 different factors. The first one is what? Sigma bond is a chemical bond formed by the linear or axial overlapping. So that is very important. Sigma bond can be formed by linear or axial overlapping, whereas pi bond is formed by the lateral overlapping only. Sigma bond will be having the stronger bond, whereas the pi bonds will be a weaker bond than the sigma bond. All the s orbital and only one lobe of the p orbital is involved into the overlapping of the sigma orbital. That means both s and p orbital can contribute for the sigma bond, whereas s orbital does not involve into the pi bond formation. Only p orbital overlap, both the lobes will be involved into the overlapping of the pi bond. Free rotation about the sigma bond is not possible, whereas the free rotation about the pi bond is possible. It undergoes a substitution reaction. That means sigma bond, which is a single bond, can easily undergo the substitution reaction, whereas the pi bond, which is the double bond, it undergoes the addition reaction. So these are the 5 different differentiation point which give the main difference between the sigma bond and pi bond. So in this video we have discussed about what is the hybridization, how the atomic orbital are going to be overlapped to give the formation of the different bonding, what is sigma bond, what is pi bond, and what is the orbitals which are going to be involved into the sigma as well as the pi bond formation. We have also seen the difference between the sigma bond as well as the pi bond. So if you like the content of this video, you can share this video as well as you can subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.